Hello, I'm RPS School Board Director Dr. Jess Garcia, and this is your recap for the June 6, 2023 school board meeting. Unfortunately, we were unable to live stream the event, but it should be available now on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ISD535. To start off the meeting, we had some public comments, and after we heard from them, the community, we heard a few committee updates, which included Dr. Jean Marvin. She invited comments from a student school board member who did a deep dive on some cradle to career survey data about connections. And then she also remarked on the amazing athletic ability of our fifth graders who had a track meet at Mayo High School last week. Don Barlow also remarked on a recent equity visit to Bamber Valley. And Kathy Nathan made a couple of comments, the first being about how impressive our CTEC presentation of engineering capstones for students were. And graduation season has begun, so congrats to all of those who have already graduated and those who will be graduating soon. Community engagement also has a final community listening session for the year, which will be held on June 12th at 5:30. Then when we moved into the regular agenda, Dr. Barlow requested to pull consent agenda item 5.03, approval of bids for autonomous floor scrubbing robots. Clarification was made that the scrubbers are not a replacement for staff. Specifically, the 9 maintenance reductions were not reduced or related to the purchase of the robots. And he did ask if the policy committee would consider policy and procedures in the future to address automation for tasks or jobs in the district. And the superintendent emphasized that the scrubbers are tools for custodians, not replacements for them. They do amazing work for us, so we're so appreciative. The meeting's focus topic for the evening was a district-wide initiative for strategic change, or DISC, update from our community partnership to Enrich and Extend Learning. So Lida, Casper, and Amy Eich presented on this. They discussed the importance of cross-sector partnerships, the data we collect to inform our work and model development, the connections of current and future initiatives in our district strategic plan, and they offered a couple of examples of current partnerships, one like the Olmsted County Housing Stability Team and our Three Rivers Community Action. So you can check out board docs for the presentation and our recording of the meeting for additional information. Excellent work is being done there, and it is certainly worth the watch. During the preparation for action portion of our meeting, Mr. John Carlson returned to the board table to discuss upcoming approval of the 2023-2024 school district budget. Action will be taken on the superintendent's recommendations during our June 20th meeting. This was a revisiting of updated information from our study session on the 30th of May, and you can watch the recording of that study session on YouTube. This portion of our meeting was about an hour and 10 minutes into the meeting for those of you who may be interested in watching that specific portion. It did include a historical update and some context to our current budget status and some other important information, essentially that the general fund budget is, as presented, is currently balanced. Additionally, the policy committee presented a second briefing on a few policies, which included 402, 421, 423, and 523, which were respectively the disability non-discrimination policy, gifts to employees and school board members, employee-student relationships, and policies incorporated by reference. And then there was a first briefing for policies 506, 514, 526, and 530, which included school discipline, billing prohibition, hazing prohibition, and immunization requirements. The action taken by the board for the June 6th meeting included the dissolution of the John Marshall and Chatfield Boys grades 7 through 12 hockey co-op at the end of this school year, and approved the agreement between Century and John Marshall's boys grades 7 through 12 hockey co-op for the upcoming year. The board also took action on school times and transportation. So based on the information and the recommendations that were made to us in our May 16th meeting, the school board did direct the superintendent to follow through with implementing the following start times for not this coming school year, but the 2024-2025 school year. Those times include elementary schools, 7:55 to 2:15 p.m., middle schools, 8:35 a.m. to 3:15 p.m., high schools, 8:50 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Phoenix Academy Rail and Middle School Right Fit, 8:20 a.m. to 2:20 p.m., our preschool morning program, 8:15 to 10:45 a.m., and our preschool afternoon program, 12:15 to 2:45 p.m. The superintendent did emphasize the need to work out the issue of transportation, and additional issues were identified, such as SAC times and availability, as being things that were influencing the reason why we weren't able to implement for this upcoming year. So in response to that, and the transportation adjustments needed, the school board did direct the superintendent to present a plan to enhance the efficacy and cost effectiveness of the district's transportation system to us no later than December 1st, 2023. We also announced the dates and times for several upcoming meetings. So on June 13th, we have a 5 p.m. study session. On June 20th, we have our 5:30 regular meeting where we will take action on the budget. And then 6/27, we have a 5 p.m. study session, and then we don't return again until July 18th at 5 p.m. for a study session. The school board did enter into a closed session to discuss and then approve a confidential mediated settlement, and that was the end of our meeting. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you at one of our upcoming meetings. If you would like more information than what this update provides, please check out our board docs. You can view our meeting on YouTube, or you can reach out to a board member, appropriate cabinet member, or superintendent with any questions. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.